Then ODM leader Raila Odinga has promised to accommodate young people in his government if elected, vowing to allocate more than the 4 cabinet positions that had been requested. Speaking at a meeting with Mount Kenya youth, the former Prime Minister said that he was confident that young people would deliver, saying that he'd worked with them before during his tenure within the Grand Coalition government. The youth in turn rallied behind his Azimio la Umoja unity call. Chemutai Goin reports.
It was a meeting that brought together young people from all the Mount Kenya counties. The youth presenting before Odinga their grievances, which they hoped he would consider if elected as the 5th president.
The average age of a farmer is 60 years. Then next year, the same 60-year-old sits at the Ministry of Agriculture. No, I want to take that position.
If we are not on the table, we are on the menu. And you know what happens when you're on the menu?
Will you ensure a peaceful election in 2022?
Odinga is expected to formally announce whether or not he will be in the 2022 presidential race by end of this month.
Nataka niwaulize nyinyi vijana, mnataka baba asimame ama asisimame?
Among their proposals was their inclusion in the next cabinet, decrying the fact that despite accounting for a huge chunk of the population, the youth were yet to get a fully fledged ministry.
Cabinet, at least 4 in the cabinet. I can say it will be more than 4.
During the sessions, Deputy President William Ruto was criticized for his remarks that the only window to the Mount Kenya region was him.
Huyu jamaa Wilbaro kweli? Is he a voter in Mount Kenya region? So mimi nataka kusema with a lot of finality and with a lot of confidence that William Samoei Ruto, you don't own Mount Kenya.
John 10 verse 1, and I read, "Truly I say to you, he who does not go through the door into the place where the sheep are kept, but gets in by some other way, is a thief and an outlaw."
Odinga's allies tearing into DP Ruto's ambitions and his bottom-up economic model, which they termed backward.
Economic problems shall never be solved on political platforms. The reason why it should be Raila Odinga is because this is a gentleman. And I use the word gentleman because a gentleman is defined better than a hustler.
All we would wish is that we have Raila in 2022 to become the president of the republic. But one Raila, because we have seen presidents go and change. You know, we don't need anything from government. Kenyans don't need anything, particularly the people of Mount Kenya do not need anything from government. They only need environment.
The former Prime Minister once again dismissed assertions that he was unsellable in the mountain.
I'm not in the mountain. Then we worked with Kibaki very well. Then you know what happened. And eventually 2013, 2017, So what am I saying? I'm saying that we have a country and we must protect and defend and develop this country.
As a family, we've never really owned him. He's always been out with you guys. So you're the real owners of him. You're the ones he spent 8 years in detention for. You're the ones he spent those long nights out for and weeks away from home. And you're the ones who time after time he shakes hands for. And so I would just implore everybody to join the fight.
With IEBC figures listing several Mount Kenya counties among those with the lowest number of newly registered voters, the youth, together with Odinga, kick-started a campaign to rally the would-be young voters to register. With majority of voters in next year's election expected to be young people, political leaders eyeing the presidential post have been seen to make statements that appeal to the young people. And today, ODM leader Raila Odinga promising the youth that if elected, his government will accommodate young people. Chemutai Goin, Citizen TV, Nairobi.